maintain his footing on the sideline, knock in the three, and right back at you. Here comes Marcus Morris. Now, the board is just long, athletic. The Clippers are deeper from a skill position perspective, but you can see that. And once again, there he is in one of his favorite spots, senior, able to knock in at maturity he has gained over the years.
George attacks in traffic. Good ball movement for the Clippers. Good recovery by the Wolves. Finds Kawhi up top for three. It is short. Long rebound goes to Zoo. George left alone in the corner. That provokes a three. Holds the finish. It is preseason basketball. Morris for three. I like what I am seeing out of this. With the stop right there. Under 7 to play in this first quarter. Clippers 4 for 10. The Wolves 2 for 12. Give one more to the Clippers. And there you've seen what John Wall happy to shoot the three in this first quarter. 9 already. Leather larceny with Russell to beat Leonard. Giant strides and a graceful glide. And Kawhi Leonard ignites the crowd here in the first quarter.
Pushed by John Wall, sunk the defense. That gave Paul George an open shot. Now, he didn't make it, but that's something that we're going to see routinely from John Wall.
Edwards, he's good, and lays it in. Very clever and looking for, in my opinion, not really a strong one here.
Scorecard.
Wall misses on the three. Edwards gets around Morris. Feeds Reed, and he punches it in. It is 17-10. We'll check in. Started his career in San Antonio. Played 4 years there, 4 years in Memphis. And now with Minnesota. Good time to be in the Twin Cities. Leonard, baseline jumper falls. Did in this offseason. We'll talk about the real acquisition a little bit later on in this one. As Towns off the glass, it is good, counted, and a foul. Go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. The tease. There he is. See, now it's all the cat's out of the bag now.
The cat been out the bag.
No.
Yes, he had. Our fans are intelligent enough to know that.
They are intelligent fans.
Thank you.
Home show. One Frenchman to another. Building the drama.
Well, I killed it early.
You did. Russell the other way with the flop. Thought was amazing. I wish they would have done that back in 2006, but I digress. Well, needless to say, that's when I was. He flirts with the defense. Plays a little catch with Reggie. Gets around the defense. The drive and the dish to Kennard for three, and he knocks in another. About rotations and getting used to everybody, but that's a whole dynamic change over there for Minnesota, having a guy like Rudy Gobert and playing big up front. Kennard dishes to Covington. Right place, right time.
So that was a cause for concern for the Timberwolves. Contact, initiating the contact, and being able to pick up a foul, getting himself to the free throw line.
I did notice that when
my teammates down, so I would have took an L if I would have got a ticket. That's all.
Forbes for three. There's the shooting that we talked.
Don assimilated himself to a new role. Speaking of which, and Kawhi just darts down the middle to a career. So he could be a distributor, but he also had, in order for the Wizards to win games, he had to score.
Oh, did I miss that? This moves well without the ball, but Covington erases it. George, Morris, he dunked it. Look at the bench. Was openly welcomed John Wall, even though that's the competition for the starting spot that he currently occupies. It'll be
regulated based on who's playing well. John Wall's minutes are going to be regulated, so Reggie's still going to get his minutes in time to produce. And there are going to be games where Reggie leads the team in scoring. He's going to be there in the fourth quarter. Vice versa for John.
Do the cat daddy, which was also a bit more of a pop and lock guy. I think
you're not. Don't go there.
I am.
You could be talking about.
No stopping us now.
Oh Lord. Oh.
Forbes for three.
This is preseason.
Break into Electric Boogaloo, the biggest. That lightning earring, I think it hung down. I was.
Where are we going?
I never had parachute pants though.
I did.
Edwards lays.
What you know about Chess King, baby? Yes.
Get back in transition. Edwards swivels down the lane. He's aggressive, and he is very good if he can take flight.
Consistency in your effort. Now, you're not going to score and shoot well every night, but is your effort consistent? And that's for the third-year player, something he's aiming for.
And that was one thing he took care of, as Covington knocks down the transition three, going 2 for 1, and he knocks it in.
You're only going to see Philly twice. So when you talk about size, you can't really, out of 82 games, say, well.
McDaniels A wild swipe by George, a whistle and a foul counted. And on Wednesday we'll be in Ontario to take on the Nuggets. Morris for three.
But you know what? It's interesting too. You talked about maybe not getting rest, but I know he's more focused and concentrated on playing basketball.
Back to, I believe, Boca Raton in Florida. Made it in time as Ivica Zubac swivels to the base.
More the minutes and lineups go up.
And the 22-23 Clippers.
Slow, so what? You got guys that can fill the void. We saw that last year. Understand them?
Well, there's the free throw short. Here we go. You're all clear, kid. George! Oh! Who knew he was Dutch?
It's back in the day. PG looking in his midseason form right here with the throwdown.
It was kind of the way the year went for the Clippers. Good to have him back. Lob upstairs to McDaniel. Have to play in a third. Towns for three. He's very a lot of the things he does do not show up in a box score. He is a film room all-star as well. Towns knocks down another three, 75-71.
East and West, I think philosophies are the same because of the depth of the leagues. You know, not a lot of easy nights as there was before.
Zoo surrounded by defenders. Great ball movement. Covington spoon feeds the big fella inside. Get it outside, and now Russell to Noel down the lane. Lays it in. Once again, a one Jackson two-man game with Zoo. Into Covington. Once again, working well without the ball. Covington lays it on Ivica Zubac. And while Towns has skill on the perimeter, foot speed is not one of them. But he does have a chance for Minnesota to take their first lead since the opening minute of the ballgame. Edwards down the lane and gives it to him.
In front, stay in front of Edwards, who ultimately got that layup.
Jackson sizes up his defender, hesitates, pulls it. Of Wall 2 for 7. He has looked very good and done exactly what Ty Lue wanted, pushing the pace. McLaughlin inside, moving well without the ball, lays it in. Illusions apply. Visit Clippers.com/ClipsPass and get yours today.
Would it be interesting, too, and we haven't talked about it because he hasn't. Clipper fans are very familiar with, of course, Austin.
And think highly of him. He showed, I'm rooting for him, and I think you pointed out he could have a nice fit here in Minnesota. 93-91 at the end of three.
Nas Reed inside.
Talking about John Wall and the role that he may have here.
Kind of assimilate yourself to that and then make the adjustment. Second, you are accustomed to starting.
And here comes Wall back the other way, by the way. I don't think Luke Kennard has missed a shot on Memphis Sundays. Oh, behind the back and down the hatch.
He kind of turns the tables on that aspect for this Clipper team.
Man, from the wing to the lane to the rim and in.
I love to put the ball on the deck, but it was either you took a long three or you had a layup.
Have battled back after trailing by as many as 18. Nas Reed has been very active here tonight. He has 6.
The free throw line, like some teams who struggle offensively.
Covington for three, in and out, and then back. So they're trying to get back into the playoffs. It was a victory over the Clippers in that play-in game as Prince lays it in.
To your point, by not being in that position over the years, you need to celebrate those small victories like that.
First time in franchise history back in 2004, and then didn't make it again for almost 4. They're hot. I've been high on Memphis since the bubble. Reed thunders it in with the right hand in Seattle against the Blazers. Rivers, strong drive to the rim, count it, and a foul, and send him to the line. Man, strong drive, but walled off. Diabate down the lane. He's athletic and needed all of it. Starters sat out that second half. Rivers makes the extra pass to the sniper Forbes. The three is true, and it's a
second Clipper player was, but that opened it up to get that three-point shot and right back at you. Offense. That's what you have with Terrence Mann.
Reed in front of him.
Used his body well.
Rivers stutter step floater. It's good.
You know, Austin always had a really good change.
That Utah and San Antonio are trying to be the victor for Victor. Did you see what I